Welcome back. Hope you're having a good morning. As promised, let's get to Prakash Diwan, our market expert, who's going to help us out with some fundamental analysis. Hi, Prakash. Good morning and good to see you in as always. Prakash, let's talk about LIC. That's been a big underperformer. It showed some signs of life. I remember it going to around 1,100. From there, it did sell off as well. These numbers, look pretty okay. Your view on the stock, given it has that cushion of valuations as well, close to around 820 odd?
Good morning, Nigel. No, absolutely. I think LIC is giving you that, finally giving you that opportunity where the turnaround seems to be imminent. And remember, we are getting into a stage where, given the bond yields and in the backdrop of the interest rate cuts that could come through and have already started, there could be a very smart pickup in terms of their bond portfolio. And remember, the fact that LIC also has been consolidating its operations in terms of network and distribution reach and all, there's been a lot of repair that's undergone. And things could be very different once they start launching products which are more promising than what they have. They've not done anything new in the last 6 months, 12 months radically, whereas the private sector has been really doing a lot of things to fill gaps. So I'm quite positive on this, and this is a stock that you hold for at least 5 years. You don't look at it on a quarter-on-quarter basis, but things have started looking very positive, especially in terms of the total APE going up and especially contribution from retail.
Okay. All right, Prakash, hi, morning. In the next, I think, couple of minutes, we'll have the management of PG Electroplast joining in. I don't know if we have them already right now. I think we'll connect with them in just a bit. I want to get your take on the stock. I mean, it's been absolutely scorching growth, right? They revised their guidance higher as well for the current year. But again, it's the same question. Do valuations offer some support? Now, the stock has cooled off a bit from the top. How do you find it?
Good morning, Sarveet. No, I think most stocks which were very expensive have come down, and they're still expensive. And this happens to be in the same category. We'll of course have to wait for earnings to keep catching up. They have a good footprint in that sense. There's nothing disturbing that. But if the stock has lost about 6-7% in the recent month, it really doesn't yet make it very viable in that sense. I would believe the market is not in the mood to buy into stocks which are still expensive, given the uncertainty that still exists and the kind of valuation risk that still we carry. So, when we say India is one of the most expensive valued market, these are stocks that actually come to the fore, and these will have to correct more than the broader markets, which are probably already corrected. So, wait for some more time, and of course, we'll hear the management in terms of what salience and timelines you could attach to it. But I would definitely wait, even when things are very positive.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got, looking at a longer-term chart of PG as well. Stock's done so well, up over 300% in the last 1 year, and then it's cooled off around 18 to 20% from the peak. There you go.
Ash, I wanted to ask you about Religare. The long-awaited open offer appears, it's going ahead now. Ms. Saluja has been voted out, and it appears now that the Burmans are all set to go ahead and take control of the company, which has taken very long. Your view on the stock at around 250 rupees?
So, Nigel, I think this is a big overhang that gets out of the way, and this whole thing where the open offer got stalled because of the counter offer that came through, and this is going to actually separate the chaff from the wheat. And my sense is for investors who have held on to the stock and to the promise of this company getting institutionalized and backed by stronger promoters is finally unfolding. So I think given where they are in terms of each of the businesses, particularly the insurance piece, the way it's kind of shaping up in the pre-IPO market, there's enough demand. And my belief is that this is definitely got the makings of a strong play. It's just that you don't know how long you'll have to wait for the numbers to start kind of adding up once this is out of the way. But it's extremely positive, and this seems to be probably the beginning of the end in that sense of this long saga that we've seen for the last 2 years.
Okay, all right.
Maybe, Nigel, OMCs, right? Oil marketing companies is another area. Prakash, any thoughts that LPG fund has been established, half now, maybe half next year? It does remove that overhang.
Oh, absolutely. And importantly, Prashant, what it does is it kind of starts getting them to do things which are accretive in terms of growth and earnings both. There are a lot of new projects each of the OMCs have underway. And particularly the replacement cost basis, I keep saying you can't get these kind of businesses, large businesses, so easily. So you will have to kind of look at buying into some of them. My favorite is, of course, IOC for obvious reasons because of the mix that it has between marketing and refining, but extremely positive on that. But this is, again, a slow, long haul. There's nothing which is going to happen overnight.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Prakash, for joining us. Good speaking with you here on CNBC-TV18 as always.